to try to keep from getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you avoid the fucked up trifling people, man. Come
That's
get in
what
the
I'm
box
thinking
real
about.
quick, man. We talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't know any guys like my bad. I had my volume turned down. Like this is how this conversation started off, man. Like, cause they was in the window watching, and I was explaining. I often hear when I speak of something that's troubling the black race, I often get this response that says, "Oh, you need to stop worrying about that and start worrying about more stuff that's more important." All black men out here killing each other every day. You know what I'm saying? Like people out here taking lives every day. You need to worry more about that killing each other than you do whatever you're talking about. And it's like, how do we tell men that don't commit acts of violence, that ain't out here taking lives, that they need to concern themselves more with that than whatever they had a perspective and opinion on at that time?
Right, I agree. I agree to that. Like it's got them out here, you know? And I was listening to you, but I was listening to you from the brother's point of view. And but the one thing I disliked that you said was like, okay, yeah, it's important to test a friend and prove who you're dealing with because being taught that right now. But on the other hand, we're supposed to come together as well. You know, we are commanded to assemble together. So the problem is when you were saying black on black crime, it was just like that's the movement that should be talked about more, how to reconcile, all of the differences that we have in our community. It's really the crabs in the bucket. A lot of people are very jealous, and that's because they dangling meat. They dangling meat in front of our face.
It's kind of like this though. It's hard to give you a perspective and speak on something that I don't even do. So when they say, "Oh well, you need to focus on black men taking each other's lives because you all, which would include me, are out here killing each other," and I'm sitting here looking like I don't be taking nobody life. If I did, I'd be locked up. Shit, I don't even have a criminal record. Shit, I don't even put my hands on people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But not only that, I don't know anybody that takes lives. I don't hang with killers and drug dealers. I never did. So
That's
what do
amazing.
I
It's rare.
how do I contribute to that?
I actually came into like this understanding that a lot of people are going to be who they are, even if we do, but do have a mission to like, they do group us all together, as we do them, it still goes back to like the nation, so we are a nation. So,
I ain't talking about them. The white people don't be saying that. I'm talking about our own people be telling men that. You know what I'm saying?
but you got to look what's around us. What do we see?
But I can't help that. Like this the problem with that, right? And
Yeah, I know.
this would put it in better perspective, beautiful. If you hang and associate with people that do stuff like that, then you're the ones that need to be having a conversation with them. I don't. So I can't. I actually would have to go out my way for that. You know what I'm saying? The problem that I see here is that the people that call themselves woke and trying to cut someone off and tell someone to they don't supposed to have an opinion on whatever conversation or topic they're talking about. You literally are the ones. I ain't saying you, but they literally are the ones that actually think with killers and drug dealers.
Yeah.
So they the ones that need to have a conversation with them and be worried about that. I don't associate with those people.
Yeah. But like
If I
even
did,
so what is the problem? Like, do you feel, I know you're like tired, right, of being um, you know, categorized as this nation, even though we are, and not as an individual, not as who you are. that can get even when it comes to the work business in the business, like they don't want to give you no raise. They always think of some I get what you're saying. So you damn near have to sell out. You damn near have to sell out, and even to get looked at different with being a
Like
so-called black person.
you wouldn't even know my perspective, man. When it comes to social media, Angelic
Like
Soul,
Kevin Hart and
like
them, they sold out. They look
I'd
like
have
they
been through
successful black
everything in
men.
half. I'd have been through everything in the half when it comes to social media. Now, mind you, right? In real life, outside of social media, I'm a black man that has a clean criminal record, only has seatbelt tickets. I got 2 pages worth of seatbelt tickets on my record. I got my own property. I live alone. I'm well respected in my community. You know what I'm saying? But I get on social media, I get called a pedophile. I get told I hate black women. I get told I raped my mother. I get told I molested my nephews. I get told I molested like by a
Here on
bunch of people.
Bigo, is this the only social media that
Listen, this is Facebook. You know what I'm saying? By a bunch of people that don't know me and never met me a day in their life, right? So at the end of the day, my perspective when it comes to social media and these conversations and the people I had these conversations with,
they sick?
most important. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I understand that in the back end of it all, we're actually, as a race, we're trained to look at good men
It's
and
so
look at
loud.
them in a fucked up light as if they ain't shit and they hadn't even done it.
I mean, but that's what's gonna happen in these times. You know what I'm saying? Good people don't win right now. Actually, it's gonna be more stuff happening to good people. We don't win right now. Like we gotta get all the accusations, all the lies. That you know what I'm saying. We gonna have to take that, and we gonna have to, and still be who you are. Still be.
So put it in retrospect, right? In the long run, for the black men that have figured that out and understood that this is the energy that we're going to receive and endure from our black race.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with us turning our backs on it?
Turn your back. So what?
Race.
How you gonna turn your back on something that you are?
Walk away. That's what you're supposed to do anytime you're faced with adversity that says it's going to be
And how
persistent
did
and
that work
continue.
out for you? How did that work out for you? Do you feel like that's your piece?
Of course, you'll find your peace. People have found their peace in that way. Hey, what you think passport bro stand for?
What you say?
What you think passport bro stand for, Angelic Soul? Those men out here finding peace.
Yeah. But they got peace with their family. They ain't going alone. They got a
What you
child. They
mean?
got a wife. Like a lot of people that got you said something about passports, right?
Passport bros, yeah. Like going to find, your better half, going to find your family, your union outside of this country.
That sounds good. But that's what I be trying to tell people. That I made a mistake. Not mistake, but I know all my children are meant to be here, but choosing a certain people that I lay down with, it's like we're married to them. And we gotta fight in court with divorce and custody of kids, and so I can't even leave if I wanted to. But I definitely wanted to go towards the Midwest, like towards more of the almost the equator a little bit. Cause what's about to happen, I feel, you know, is spiritual for me. But
Okay.
honestly, it really don't even matter where you go. I think what you are saying, you can apply it where you at. You can,
Mm-hmm.
you can. And that's what I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to learn that I don't necessarily have to be around people and settle in an environment, So now I'm writing music, like figuring out other things I can do instead of, being around people that's not gonna lead me to anything great.
Yeah, I say to myself, man, like I've been took on that mentality a long time ago. Of course, I got my friends and people that I associate with, I'm close with and shit. But outside of them, man, I stay to myself. I've been took on that mentality when I was about 22, 23, because I was like, shit. The ones that claim they your peoples, they show you that they'll give you their ass to kiss when the chips is down on the table. You know what I'm saying? So I learned to roll dolo. I know who I can trust. I know who I can't trust. You know, now again, that has taken me to be 39. I have no criminal record. I have my own shit. I take myself. Shit, I got 3 bedroom spot here. I live by myself. You know what I'm saying? I've been living by myself for damn near 15 years. You know what I'm saying? But at the end
Wait,
of
so
the
you don't
day,
have no woman? You've just been single?
I've been practicing abstinence. People think I be lying. I be practicing abstinence. I ain't been dating
For how long?
for 4 years.
4?
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't had no vagina?
Nope.
Have you had some head? Some dava? Why you start joking? Don't be
I did
lying.
that.
Okay,
No, I
good.
did
That's
that.
what's up. That's what's up because you got a lot of energy. That's powerful. I admire brothers that do that. That's good.
I quit drinking, quit having sex 4 years ago.
So do
Give
you
me
re-
five.
do you release your energy in any other way other
I
than
work out.
no? I'm talking about any other way sexual.
I mean, I beat my meat. You can't walk around blue balls, man. That's crazy.
Oh, okay. Do you
Like,
watch
that's
porn though?
real.
You watch porn?
Yeah, watch.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mhm. I mean, I
Okay,
don't
because
do
I
that
know
shit every day,
I
but
know about a
yeah.
couple of brothers who practice abstinence and they don't even beat their meat. They don't watch porn. I'm not saying I'm
I
not.
mean, I don't know what's wrong with them, but I don't, my balls can be hurting after a few days. I'm like, fuck all that. I gotta
Mm,
get rid of release some stress, release pressure.
mm. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I stay out.
why did your name one day say I block Jesus? Do you not
It
believe
didn't
in?
say I blocked. I never put it up like Jesus. My name was Jesus No Gays, cause I ain't allowed gays come to my broadcast.
Oh, okay. So do you believe in Christ? Hamashiach?
Yeah,
Oh, that's what's up. I'm just trying to see who I'm
I'm
talking
a Christian
to.
Baptist,
That's
angelic soul. I'm a Christian Baptist.
that's what's up.
I went to the same church with Chris Brown, man. Chris Brown grew up down the street from me. We used to sing on church choir, all of that shit together.
That's what's up.
But no, man, I'm just different, man. I stopped going to church, man, like some years ago. But I definitely believe in Jesus Christ. Conversation with him every night while I lay my head down.
Tell me
You know
why I
what I'm
don't
saying?
have one on over that guy house. He had a Bible, looked like a Bible, looked like a something like a Bible. It didn't have no cover on it though. And he like, are you sure you want to read a book? Are you sure you want to open it? It's some heavy stuff in there. So me, I know mythology, and I know
Mm-hmm.
folklore mythology. So like when I opened it, I went to the back of the book and I'm like, okay, hmm. First thing I said to my mind was like, okay, this is numerology, right? So I flipped to the middle of it and it said a demon name that I don't even want to think about, that I can't get out of my head now. And I'm like, okay, so they telling you all these demons is, and you don't know that when you know those, some things is not meant to be known if you can't handle it, because you don't want to be knowing these demons and calling them out, and then you have to know like the ritual to go with it. Like you gotta, like, for an example, like if you have something on your skin like a blemish or whatever, you call out this demon, you have to
Mm-hmm.
immediately get some salt and some hot water and all this other stuff, and it's just dangerous.
Yeah,
So it's
see, I'm not that deep into that stuff, man. I don't believe in all
but
that.
our people is
You
like,
know?
a lot of our people left the church, and they just went into all these different ideologies. I
Yeah,
mean, and it's
yeah.
just so crazy
And
because
I
they have
peep game.
manifested,
Mm-hmm.
especially these
It's just
stars, like all these rituals they be doing at these shows and stuff like that. It just done got so deep.
it's different strokes for different folks, yo. Like a man like me, you can't hit me with some Houdini shit. I don't believe in it, and if that's what you doing, I don't fuck with you. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like Like everybody say Beyonce on that shit, man. I don't follow Beyonce. I don't watch her ass. I think I always thought Beyonce was crazy. Wasn't that
Mm-hmm.
woman shit?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I hurried up and shut that book and put it back. He started laughing. I said, "You laughing? That stuff not funny."
I said,
So
how did that little meet up go? How did little day go?
it wasn't a date. I didn't consider it a date. Um, because I was gonna actually. It seemed like he was short a little bit. I was gonna have to, because I'm nice. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get out, have a good time, or whatever. But everything was cool to me. Everything was
Okay.
cool. I
You
had
don't think he was
fun.
gonna try to try to get some clout off you and shit? Cause he found out you was famous over here.
Um, no, I already told him that and all the other stuff, and I wanted to like
Uh,
get him some clout because he treated me very nice. Oh, like he know a little bit of the Bible too, a lot of the Hebrew stuff, and one of his men was Hebrew that he called up on the phone, so he know a little truth or whatever. A lot of stuff about the currencies switching over in the big three and all that other stuff.
uh,
Something like that. And I'm just learning, soaking information and stuff like that. But when I came in there, he was abiding by the Bible because, like, he made me feel very comfortable the way he was treating me. So he was quoting scriptures too. So I liked it
okay.
that and whatever. So like I kind of told him in the car, like that this can be just business or whatever. Do you want to like how is we doing this? He was like, I know everything switched over. I met you off the line and all this. Now you have to go over here and write music and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah. So he was like, I don't know. We're just gonna let it go with the flow or whatever. I'm like, cause it could just be business. But I didn't want to put it on him to make him think I was trying to use him. That's how I was feeling. Like, so I just wanted to feel useful in a sense.
Hell yeah, that's what it is, man.
Because in my
This what
mind,
I
I'm
want.
like, shoot, you know.
I wanted to ask why the Hebrew Israelite dudes think they can bully people into y'all religion, man. Like that's not how it works.
I mean, they use scriptures. They like war men. And in the Bible, it tells us that it's going to be a nation of Israelites that come up. I mean, a holy people. They're going to be the Lord's army. So in these times, when everything switch
I
over.
respect. Here's the thing. I respect the fact that they're into that religion and they believe in it. Like you gotta believe in something. And I respect the fact that it got them deep into the Bible. But you can't bully someone to joining your religion. Like, it doesn't work that way. Nothing works off you bullying motherfuckers. Like, it just doesn't work.
But a lot of people be mocking it and scoffing, and trying to like say it's not the truth. And the Bible do say, "Cry out loud and spare not, and show Israel their iniquities." So, when you got to think about it biblically. Those Israelites fought too. Remember,
Yeah.
Jericho, all that stuff. We fought. So the Most High is raising us
We
up
fight.
again. We fought wars.
Listen. How does it work if you're fighting with the same brothers that you're supposed to be fighting alongside? And I'm like, here's my bigger picture at the end of the day. Like, regardless of whatever religion we practice, we're still brothers and sisters, and we supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
fighting together as opposed to against each other. You know, and we can literally do this by practicing with practicing whatever religion we choose to practice. Just understand the main objective. We are still brothers and sisters, so we're supposed to fight
But
alongside
we,
each other.
but we
This
not.
is what our ancestors in the past generations did.
Yeah, but we not Christians though. So like the truth hurt. It's supposed to be a sword. So
Okay.
like You know, people come up when they on the streets and they like, no, and but he tell the Bible what the Bible say about the other nations, about them, all the stuff they did to Israelites was gonna come onto their head, and they like, so what? And they like, well, yeah, you're gonna, and they don't like them scriptures, and they be scoffing, and they think, you know, we're gonna keep on reading the scriptures. So it's just they think that we're against them. We just trying to approve them, in a sense, you know.
Right. That's what I think, right?
And you know, a lot of Israelite camps, all are not the same. You know what I'm saying? All are not the same. Some people have different methods. You got congregations, you got camps. So, each Israelite camps, they will say on their YouTube, we are not associated with no other Israelite camp, because just like how you came on saying, you don't want people to group you in with everybody else. So you got to figure out which Israelite camp is for you, because some of them is Torah only. They don't believe in Christ. Some of them do. So some of them believe in multiple wives. Some of them don't. So it's just, yeah.
I'm just like, this, right? You know, like, I want everybody to understand that we gotta be, we should be, I ain't saying we got to, but we should be on a mentality of we're brothers and sisters first, regardless of who practice and what. And we can work on getting a better understanding of what each other practice if we go about it the right way. But just trying to do it in a bullying type aspect, now, especially with men, right?
Why do you feel like they bullying? Why you
As
keep you using these? That's a strong word. Why do you feel like? Can you describe?
it's a strong word. Maybe I need to change that word in the perspective, but in the sense, like, you know, to try to push. It's just like the government trying to push the LGBTQ objective.
No, you can't compare that to that. But I see what you saying.
It's not the same thing, but look at it in the aspect where it's like, all right, I'm gonna try to force this opinion and thought process on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really do that.
I mean, but when we explain it, and y'all ask these questions, some people are like, okay, what do this mean? What do that mean? And then we try to break it down. Y'all be like, well, I don't believe this. We be like, well, sister or brother, this here, right here in the Bible. Well, I don't believe that. Well, I don't think there's that. So it becomes into, like I said, mocking and scoffing. It's not that, you know, we trying to force you, but if you asking about our religion, why do you wear fringes? Why you do the Sabbath? Why are you doing this feast day? And we explain, and it goes into all types of stuff, like different conversations in a sense. But as I was saying before, like, I don't think that we try to push anything on anybody. But they had like something on Instagram where Russia had their flag up, and one of the people, governor or something like that, came and ripped it down. And yeah, so it's like, okay, that's the same people who believe in Muslims or in their faith, and the Arabs and their faith and their culture and their dinners and the way that they celebrate their weddings and all that other stuff. So we want to stand for what we believe in as well. And we, you know, so a lot of people don't respect it.
I'll be real. Like, I haven't had a whole lot of interactions with the Hebrew Israelite community other than the past recent years being on social media. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the direction that they took, and kind of trying to like be like, hey, you know, well, this is what it is, this, that, and the third. And it's like, okay, cool. But, you know, in the back end, once it becomes a part of, you know, I'm gonna force this on you, it's like you can't really do that. You know what I'm saying? Even if we can sit here and have a conversation, you know, about it, and that's cool and grand. But that don't mean you can try to push it.
Well, then that's when it goes into like the conversation we had about severing ties, because at some point, if I don't know you, and like, let's say I met you somewhere, like at a store or somewhere, you're not family, I didn't work with you as no coworker or nothing like that. We have to get to know each other, and then you sever ties. Same thing if you was a coworker and you start to try to build a relationship with your coworker and go out, you got to see if that person fit in your life. And religion matters in that. Religion matters in that. So All depends on how strong your religion is. So again, I don't think that people try to push it on them, but it's the same thing because somebody trying to make me, and I'm on the internet, so I know with doing business, I don't agree with the LGBTQ community when people are transgender and stuff like that. But you can't make me call you a woman, and you can't when you were born man,
A
you know,
male.
I just call you by the name.
Exactly.
I can respect you by calling you by the name that you wanted me to call you if it's Trina or Emily, but your name is really Tom and you a man. But I'm not gonna call you him. So it's like you gotta
Exactly.
respect it both ways in a sense. And stop not look at it as somebody pushing it on you. It's just okay, well I can only deal with you a certain spot in my life or you can't be in my life. You only gonna
Uh,
go, you know.
I just, man, that's what I seen from some of these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a couple of the dudes on this app, I've seen that shit from. But all in all, man, like I said, I respect people that's deeply into religion and, practice what they read out the Bible and all that. I respect that, man. Like, you gotta believe in something, man.
Yeah. And it's no different than you dating or knowing, even if it was your coworker or somebody you were dating, you date a Chinese woman and that's your
Uh,
coworker and you start hanging out with her, she gonna have certain ways the way she live. And you have to go to her functions and oh, they having a little fiesta over here and they dressing up and stuff and if she okay with how you live, she'll come to your functions and it's just culture differences. That's what an Israelite is. It's not a religion, it's a culture. It's it is with the person's nationality because everybody have a culture, except for the 12 tribes of Israel, especially the Negroes, because our culture became their culture. So this is our own culture. Like even Africans have their culture and the way they do their weddings and throwing money and all that other stuff.
they
So,
sure do. Yeah, they got their different ways they go about it. Listen, what you think about the bread?
but do you think the Africans can deal with every nation? Probably, but to a certain extent, right? Because of their culture.
Depends on it, man. Like, cause
Yeah.
some of them they are very like they got different ways they go about shit. So you ain't gonna match with every culture. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, the brat, I feel like what she said about having a black donor, not going with the black donor, really made me look at her different because from her persona, and I never really looked at her on the radio station, but it seemed like she was, pro black in a sense, even with the hair care that they have. The culture in it, the shoes and all that other stuff that she go by. Why would you sit up there and say
Everything
that?
pro black. Everything pro black.
And then she turned around and not only did she talk about it would have been different if she said, well, I choose to go with this other nation for a donor for my baby, but you call them what do you call what she call her? Call a man a jigapoo or something, some racist. Yeah, these are all the black donors that they had available to choose from were like some you
Yeah,
know,
Jigga was
yeah. Like they were some slave looking
yeah,
niggas. Jimmy Cricket yeah,
uh,
like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
So
remember that.
yeah.
Yup. Like,
And there's really she don't even all the stuff that she talking about hair and all that other stuff, it make you think, okay, so you don't like the features of that we have, the hair, the hair like wool, the skin, and we don't have to have blue eyes and fur on our head
let's use her as an
and
example,
be fair
okay?
skinned.
Because I'm not saying I'm not saying this is all, but let's use her as an example, and I'll correspond that with what I've seen on this app said by members of the LGBTQ community. Like, they'll literally use being black to get black people to support their movement, but they'll literally put that LGBTQ thing before being black.
Mm-hmm. They
You
would.
know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
I even I it came to a head where I realized what they were doing when it came to the George Floyd shit, because the Black Lives Matter movement, you know, it was in correspond with the LGBTQ community, and this movement, that's basically what it was about. But in retrospect, they will literally take a black man getting killed by the police officer and use us in order to push their objective. And that's literally what they did with the George Floyd situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole, it's like at the end of the day, you don't fuck with black people more than you fuck with that movement. You know, and you really don't even like us because you put in the movement your little LGBTQ political agenda before being black.
Right.
I don't know if that was fuck.
Yeah. Because it's not
Like,
natural and it can't blend.
yeah. And if we all supposed to be saying, oh, well, we supposed to be looking out for each other as black people, then where is your all about being black first energy at? Because I don't see it.
Right.
And you run into some of these members of the LGBTQ community on the app, and they'll brag about that shit.
Mm-hmm. They would. It's like they don't care. You know?
Hell no, because they know that everybody black's supposed to be pushing for them first. And you say you don't agree with that shit, half the black race gonna hate you.
Mm-hmm. Stop. No.
What you doing? What they doing?
This dog is busy. Stop. I said no. Trying to bite on stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta constantly work on her behavior because her breed is really mischievous. A lot of training.
What you outside chilling?
Yeah, my van home.
Okay.
I don't even know if I want to bring her in the house because she's going to be everywhere. Just like she's doing now, about to knock over all his food. No.
What is Angelic doing, man? You chilling now? You ain't dating? Like, you done took a break from dating? Like, what you doing?
No. Yeah, I was doing that for content and wanted to get out the house and, you know, meet somebody new that I can chill with while I'm, you know, moving and get all my other stuff together. You know, because they be like, why don't you just go to a bar one day, you know, or why don't you, I don't want to go out. So I just call myself trying to find somebody I can hang with. But these people be weird. So, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm back alone.
Today's day
I'm back alone in my little safe havens. Probably I'm listening to like an audiobook now. So try to do that and get to writing my music. I got a court date tomorrow, so
what you got?
to try to see if I'm if they're gonna do the trial tomorrow, or I think it's gonna be a pre-trial tomorrow for the kid situation. Mm-hmm.
You working towards getting them back?
Oh yeah, definitely, of course. Mm-hmm.
I hope that worked out for you.
It is. I believe that it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out in the way the Most High wanted it to work out.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
All right. Got you. You don't even remember me way back when you first started getting popular, do you?
I'm not gonna say no or yes.
Because you ended up matching with me, right? And you was like, oh, look at me, you know, you're handsome, whatever. We followed each other. And I went to your broadcast. I got in the box. Because I had sat there and I listened for like 20 something minutes. And I was like, listen, right? I got in the box. I told y'all, like, listen, right? You really don't even want to put your kids on this app, yo. This shit get ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody got at me for telling you that shit, yo. You ended up kicking me out your broadcast.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Yeah, this shit that had to been last year, man.
Um,
That,
well,
like,
I would say that my children being gone is was needed. You know what I'm saying? It was needed for everybody. So it was
uh,
like a reset. So I'm not gonna say, they're with their family. Unfortunately, they couldn't be with, their dad's family. Because there's only 3 children that's not with their dad. And I feel like they're with their dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I raised them
you get my bad. Go
halfway.
ahead.
I'm damn near, I got them through the little steps. The twins got them halfway there. They now newborns. They ain't even got them when they newborn. So they helping me out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I needed that just reset.
When you get them back, you gonna move differently on as far as the app go, and like how you know what your
I'm
content
gonna
going.
go to like YouTube and Instagram and do skits with them.
Okay, okay, yeah, and keep them off here, man. It'd be
Yeah.
great.
I'm gonna say
It'd be
goodbye to
great.
Miko and Bigo and go to Instagram and YouTube. Playing skits.
Okay, that's cool, man. And do some skits and shit. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like
And
you
some
need.
mukbang, because they ain't gonna
I
see
think
them. They ain't
you
get
got
used to seeing them every day. So when they only see them on YouTube, they all gonna run over there to see the little mukbang. They're gonna be like, oh, they got so big, the supporters, the villagers and stuff. Yeah. Instead of me being on here,
like
yap on TikTok with the little dances. And that's the way they're gonna have to follow us, because me being on here on this app where people can conversate all day and all that other stuff and say without make lies, it's just too much. Well, that I can edit it, post it instead of doing it live.
big fat,
Mm-hmm.
big facts. I feel like this, right? I feel like you have more that you can offer to women. Now I say that to say this. The respect that you show for men, a lot of women don't even know how to do that today.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That's why, look, they'll swear up and down that I hate black women on this app. That's the first thing you gonna hear them say about me on this app. And then they'll literally come back to my broadcast and be like, why you support Angelic Soul? Like, why you cool with her? She a black woman. And I'm like, yeah, Angelic Soul never did nothing to me but show me respect at the end of the day. So I ain't got no other choice but to give her respect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like anybody that respect, I'm giving it in return. I don't give a damn what you did. Whatever you done, I might try to give you some advice, try to help you with it. But I'm going to give you respect first. You
Mm-hmm.
know, a lot of women, they don't even know how to do that today. You can teach them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I
That's
am. I'm gonna. That's why I said, like, when I move to my new house, I'm gonna be putting up my background, every day and stuff like that. And then I have a lot of stuff that I'm gonna be working on. I'm tired of saying it because I'm just waiting on time right now. Like this month, I gotta move out my house, so that's a big thing. People think, oh, well, she's just sitting in one spot in her van and smoking. Why is she just, like, okay, let's say 2 weeks go by, and I'm moving, or a week and a half go by, and they don't see no guys around me, so they're like, all she's doing is sitting around. But listen, let me tell you something. Like after all of this being recorded, a young girl get to see. You know what I'm saying? They get to see everything I did, and they get to go back, and I want to be that testimony, and I'm going to be that testimony. I really am. So, and I'm excited about that. And yeah. So moving is big. Moving is a big job. It really is.
Man, you got that place lined up, right?
Yeah, I actually have 2 places lined up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
the
one I
one you
wanted,
didn't.
the one I wanted, they said it went off market, but then she called me and texted me and let me know it's back on market, so I get to choose from 2 places. And I was crying that I couldn't get the first place and it's back on market, and I want the other place better. It's just like, So yeah, it's tomorrow gonna be a busy day.
Which one is more affordable?
Both of them is more affordable because I get Section 8, but um, it's just that what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so tomorrow I just have a busy day. You know, I have a really busy day with everything from court to going to go finish signing these papers and uh I was gonna go get Chico's license tomorrow, but he's not here. So I wound up paying a $45 vaccination that he got for nothing, but so I don't gotta do that, thank God. Because his court date is
That's cool.
the next day after that. So yeah. Saving me some trips.
That Chico got a dog got a court date.
Yeah, that's Tuesday.
What the fuck the dog do?
No, I have to make sure I had them vaccinated and unlicensed. And then I got them,
Oh,
yeah, I got them vaccinated. And then I believe the neighbor or somebody kidnapped them or whatever. So now
okay.
so now I got another dog.
They rough out there, man. I'm like, you were kidnapping my dog out here, shit. My dog bite. My dog bite. I ain't not had no small dog. I ain't got no dog now. I got a cat now, but every dog I had, that mother was big. Like, go ahead, you want to steal my dog? Try it.
Yeah, it's so crazy how everything worked out. People be watching my life like, this cannot be true. Yes, this is fucking real. Like they think this is a movie or some skit or something. Like this is real, my real life. Like I woke up to my dog gone. Like it's real fucking life out here. You know?
I got about the most boringest real life you could find, but I'm gonna tell you that's kind of how good men live. Our lives are boring.
Mm-hmm.
Like our lives are really boring. Like I stopped going to the club like at 24, 25. I went to one club one time after that when I was like 27. I ain't been in the club since then. I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I stopped going to all the parties, all that shit, cause I did that shit from like 15 to like 20. Like it was 7 years, and I stopped partying. I got tired. I don't want to do this shit anymore. I found myself in the club one night, like yeah, and I almost feel like I'm old because this shit boring. You know, man, it's
You
the
say you're
same
39 or
thing.
49?
No, I'm 39.
39? Okay.
Mhm.
That's so
So
young to stop all of that.
I mean, like when you been there, done it all, and did it on teen times, you get tired of it. The
See,
only thing
I'm
I ain't
young. I
done
want to
with
hang
I'm gonna
out
do
still
for
and
my
have fun.
birthday is I'm gonna go to the casino. I ain't never been to the casino. I'm going this year for my 40th birthday. I hit my brother up for that shit. Like, yeah, we gotta go. Only thing, Everything else I've done. You do that shit. I ran women. I ran women too much. Ran women got tired of running. You know what I'm saying? Like last time I was running, dating multiple women. That was what? That was about 7, 8 years ago, man. I'm so fucking tired. 'Cause I worked 50
Mm-mm-mm.
hours a week. And then I had one woman out here in Virginia, another woman in Maryland. This shit was so fucking exhausting. I was like, I don't do this shit no more. I got caught. Oh, that's it, man. That's it for me. I was like, slow down, man. You know what I'm saying? Life is much easier that way.
Yeah, it is. It is
Real
much
shit.
easier.
All that.
Yeah, so I was just sitting here looking crazy, bored out of my mind. So used to being a mom. It's the difference, but it's peaceful though. It's a little peaceful because I don't have to worry about, you know, dealing with these crazy girls and these crazy guys out here. Although I'm still young, of course I want to hang out and have fun, but for safety reasons, it's not smart. Especially in Gotham. I live in Gotham.
How you say he live in Gotham?
Yeah, everybody know about Detroit City.
I mean, I used to live in Richmond, yo. I used to live in the rough part of Richmond. Life is what you make it, man. I used to live right outside of Baltimore. Used to be in Baltimore all the time. Life is literally what you make it. You can live in the city, like in the roughest area in the country, and don't run into no kind of energy and no kind of violence. You just be chilling, you know. Now, as far as stealing this shit go, yeah, that's gonna come with the territory. But like, it's like what you make it, man. I lived in plenty of places and ain't had to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? I had plenty of people that had my back though, but I ain't worried about shit because I always treated people good.
That's good. And continue to be like that. Don't let, nobody change that.
That spirit is within you too. I
It
wouldn't
is.
say that if I ain't know it was within you. It's in you.
Yeah,
Angelic.
it is. I want to protect that though. I don't want the world to turn me.
Got to. Got to. They will try it. That's what they tried to do to me on this app. But at the end of the day, I know how to separate what I see on this app from what I see in real life. You know what I'm saying? I do understand there's good people out here. I understand there's good black women out here. I grew up with plenty of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never discredit the women I grew up with. Like, I grew up with some real cool black women. You know what I'm saying? They
Period.
do their shit. They on their shit. But, you know, that's just not everybody. Like you said, we do got to protect our energy. You can't give it shit to everybody. In the course of dating, I ran into that. And had to understand and realize that. Like, you can't take everything word for what somebody saying shit.
Right. So what do you do throughout your day?
I work out, man. I work out. I just got back working out, so my knee's straight now, so I can work out every day. I'm gonna
Okay,
get back
good.
in it
I do
tomorrow.
remember you telling me about your knee. That's good.
But now 2.5. But that's it, man. My job still pays me. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I go to work and shit. I be chilling.
Can I see? Can you stand up? I'm sorry. You said you work out. Can I see? Can you stand up?
But you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry. I
I ain't
put you on
short.
Front Street. I just never seen I just never seen
I
you
don't
like
get
that.
up, man. I don't get up for nobody on this app. I had my knee propped up. You gotta give me a second. I ain't no short dude.
Oh wow, you are tall. That's crazy. I didn't think of you being tall. Okay.
I'm 6 foot. You know what I'm saying?
That is so crazy. You are tall.
I'm like,
You look like you were just
mm,
like short and just stocky and chunky. But really you're tall and then now it makes sense. You're stock.
ain't no small dude, man. Half people I run across, they look at me like, shit, that dude ain't no small guy. I ain't fucking with him.
Right.
And then when they start talking to me, like, shit, he ain't nothing but a little sweetheart. Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I'm a gentleman first. I was raised to be.
Period.
Some parents did a good job, yo. Some parents did a good job. I was raised by both of my parents. I used to watch my dad write poems for my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, okay, this is what you do. So I write poetry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh really? Do you? I gotta hear some one day. I would love to hear some.
I can write a poem and can actually like write in your spirit and take it to a different place. I done did that shit several times. I done wrote poems for women on this app. I won't tell you, they know.
You said you dated somebody long distance. How can you do that? That's so weird.
No, I said I women on this app.
No, before you said you got caught up because you had one girl over here and one
Oh
girl.
yeah, Yeah. That was 3 hours though. Like I could drive. Like I would drive out there. 3 hours, that ain't shit for somebody that, actually is interested.
Okay, okay. I was wondering. I hear a lot of people doing long distance relationships.
Off Facebook. I seen one woman drive 5 hours from North Carolina to my house off Facebook in 1 week, man. I was like,
damn.
Yeah, I want to come see you all.
She had a lot of
Man,
time on her hands.
we just exchanged last week. Like, she was like, I'm coming up there. But, okay, I wrote her a poem, though. And I told her, man, you write poems, man. Women love that shit. I be trying to tell niggas, man. Like, they game on. Game on.
Mm. Okay, Mr. Talented. Mr. Finesse you out to drive all the way 5 hours away. I'm just trying to go in.
I know that women actually like romantic men. I don't understand the whole aspect between that and the bad boy thing. Because at the end of the day, you really see women actually enjoy gentlemen. They seem like they don't want to fall in love with them. I don't get it.
Yeah, but those gentlemen be freakazoids. All they want to do is pump on you. They'll, I guess, for the right, they are very, I would say, generous, but they be like ready to pump.
Like this.
Come on. Hold on for a second.
I'm probably.
I'm trying to get this puppy. Come on. Come on. Come on. What's her name? Busy. Come on, Busy. Come on, Busy. She don't know. She only 8 weeks. She's the baby.
Like this though, right? If I'm in love with you, and I'm a Scorpio too, right? If I'm in love with you, and my body in tune with yours in that connection, then I'm probably gonna want to sleep with you. Try to get some ass before I go to bed at night. You know what I'm saying? If we living together, that's what I'm usually accustomed to. Now, if I know that you are tired or it's that time of month or some shit like that, I'll probably work out and get an extra session in. That way, I know I ain't getting no cootie cat that night. I might work out.
Right.
But yeah, I probably and I ain't a little quick little 5-minute deal. I get it in. It's exercise.
I don't like that though. I don't like having sex for hours.
Oh, but that 15-20 minute, man, it's a cardiovascular workout. It's usually gonna be more for like I'm more of the take control in the bed aspect. Like I love to explore women's body. I love legs. It's the thing about women's legs that drive me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I can have a whole put a plate of dinner on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. But I like to explore women's body, so I like to take control and be it myself. That's
okay. You saying all of this and you single?
A whole lot. Huh?
You saying all of this and you single?
I'm 39. Like, you gotta realize 39-year-old men, you probably know what they doing in the bedroom if they done a little bit. Like, I ain't no little nerd now. Said how. But yeah, that's me.
That's why I said, like, for me, like, I don't really like a lot of intimacy if I'm not in love with somebody, because it just
exactly.
It feels weird, like It just feel like we just getting our nut off. It's not really no intimacy for real for me. So that's why I said
Mhm.
like time and building is so important. Like a lot of women can't get past 3 months before they say they love somebody.
They sure can't, man. And they be looking there, sitting there, waiting for you to say this shit. And I be like, hey, dog, I ain't even fucking you yet. We ain't talking about I love you.
You say you having what?
I'll be like, shit, I ain't even stuck dick in you yet. You talking about I love you. Like, it ain't been 3 months. I don't love you. I don't know you enough to love you yet. But women be doing that shit. And then when they get mad, we gonna say it back to them. I'm like,
I think it is possible to fall in love with somebody in 3 months, but not with everybody you say you meet. Like,
possible to be infatuated with someone. Not love. Infatuated.
yeah,
There's a difference.
infatuated. Sure, that's the right word.
Yeah. I've been seeing that. I done cool women like a man that know how to talk to a woman, type of woman it is, you know how to convince a woman to be into that mindset and being infatuated with. Like different type of women like different type of energy. If I know I'm talking to a woman with a stable mind that, carry herself like a mature woman, I'm gonna pursue her in a complete different way than I may pursue a woman that acts polar opposite from her. But I'm gonna still do it by being a gentleman in both ways.
Right. I think with me, because I have like an angelic soul personality, that guys automatically think that they could try to like seduce me into something. And then when they find out that they can't, they be like, "Oh, you was really wicked. You was sneaky and all this other stuff," because they think that they could do something. I guess for my personality. And then when we get into an argument, and they like, "Oh, she got a lot of sense." They think I'm younger than when I am because of my spirit being angelic soul. They be for a rude awakening when they find out different, like so.
Oh no,
And then they be feeling play. You remember that movie? Two can play that. Not two can play. White Boy Can't Jump. Remember that movie?
yeah.
When they thought that then they wanted to kill him because they felt played. Like I thought, because he was this persona and he didn't know what he was doing, type of situation. So.
No, I peep game, dog. Like I peep game. Women got multiple personalities. More than that, that happens more so than men. Like you got the personality when you are wooing a man. You got the personality when you have wooed said man and y'all in a good place. And you got the personality when y'all ain't in a good place. It's gonna be completely different. Like a lot of men feel like when they approach a woman like you, being that you seem feminine and ladylike, in the way you converse and carry yourself, they like, oh well, yeah, she is a pushover, and I can, coax her into whatever I want, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't understand
Because I feel I give them
that's
power
that's gonna
by
come
me.
out. You're angry when you're not getting your way. A
Right.
different person. Yeah.
Right. Because I give them that power to think that they could, off of me being so virtuous and so sweet. Like, so at some point where I don't agree to something or I want something, they be like, "Oh well, whoa, she's different." Like, so, because I feel like I give a man power, I make him feel like. Sometimes I make a man feel like more than what he is. Like, so.
Okay, but it's okay to take it away too when they don't deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
you put him on a pedestal, and when he showed that he's not earning it or he isn't keeping it up, you snatch that motherfucker back off. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
But that it be
I
crazy
definitely
because the reaction be
we supposed to be. Like,
But no,
and
it'd be crazy because the men get violent. They get violent. Like they get violent after that. Like they don't take it easy because they really felt like a certain they had their mind sold about me. I make them feel so good that they believe that about me. And so when they get the other one, they make them violent for some reason
this
because
the
they feel
point.
like
This is what
what they have
the
power of over they no longer have power over.
this is what's supposed to occur, right? If there's a situation like that, he's doing something that you like, all right, he not moving in like he's supposed to be moving in. You let him know. You knock that pedestal down from under him. You let him know this is why, and he's supposed to improve upon that and get his pedestal back, get his crown back. That's what's supposed to occur. If a man gets into a aggressive, he wants to be violent type, they ain't love you. I tell a woman any day. I done told women on this app umpteen times. Any man who puts his hands on you is telling you that he don't love you. Because a woman that you find to see is that one piece, that one pie in the sky that no one can else compare to, and that's the person that God meant for you to spend the rest of your life with.
Mm-hmm.
You're never gonna put your hands on. It's not
Right.
in. It's only your energy is only made to protect her because you're her ultimate protector. You're
Right.
the ultimate protector. So all it's not gonna be sorry.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
I tell him shit like, oh, I understand that. It's like simple concept. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so simple.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's very simple. And a lot of men don't reach that. And that's why they end up in jail because they let some woman control their emotions instead of taking accountability for their actions and either fixing it or moving on. That's still accountability. Like if you can't give that woman what she asking you, don't get mad
I
when
done been
she, you know.
up shit, man. I ain't never put my hands on a woman, yo. Like one woman had me out here raising her child. I was falsely accused of fathering a child. I raised that child for 5 years, damn near on my own. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't put my hands on her. You know,
Mm,
so, like we've been through more shit than the rest. They don't put their hands on women. Like there's no excuse for it. No excuse for it.
right. It's not no excuse.
Mm-hmm. I run that shit on the team time, man. Now, when it comes to these little bucket heads on this app, oh my goodness, I done talked all kinds of cash shit to them. And they can run back and tell you that shit too. But now, my black ass, I can fucking them.
Right.
These women, some of these women on this app just wicked.
Yeah, they are. Their time gonna come for sure though. I'm just gonna sit back and wait and watch out of the chair out of
I
the
was
the spaceship. Watch them.
I was cruising the Bigo streets. I can't count how many broadcasts I seen where the women was like, "Yeah, I made me a call on her too," talking about something they called CPS and all that shit on you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I was like,
Oh yeah, I don't care about any of that. I'm so used to getting persecuted. Like I don't care. I've been when I first became a believer. It started at my job. Like I got persecuted a lot because of my personality. It's bubbly. It's so, hi, how are you? Like, and stuff like that. And they didn't really like that because they was like, where you from? You're not from around here. You're not from. So they treated me like I felt like I was better than them. So I always had to get persecuted, like even in school. And so that's why I'm really able to stand through all of that. So because I'm so used to it, you know, I am so used
man,
to it.
I wasn't used to it. When I first got on this app, for me, oh, I mean, you talking about a whole bunch of trolls sitting in my comment section. You a pedophile, you this, you that, this. Man, I was threatening their asses left and right, AngelicSoul.
Mm.
I made one, and I said I was gonna go to a gay nightclub and I was gonna clack that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They screen recorded that shit, sent that shit to the FBI. It was like that's a terroristic threat.
Ooh.
That's how the FBI came to my house, show. Like, swear to God, I ain't know how to
Oh,
handle
damn, FBI
it.
came to your house.
Out.
Is it on? It's
Yeah,
on YouTube.
2020. Nah, that shit ain't on YouTube.
Thank
It's
God.
happening. Boy, we starting to put all that shit on YouTube and shit, man. Man, listen. They had a whole fucking FBI agent knock on their door right there. He was like, did you say this on the app called Bigo? I was like, yeah, I did say that. I was
Damn.
like, this is terroristic. Like, straight up. But
Yeah.
I ain't know how to handle it. Yeah, person, all that shit. Ain't had no composure.
Yeah, they take you there, especially being a man. I know, like, it's even deeper with men dealing with the
Oh God,
LGBTQ, Q2,
yep.
whatever how you say it, element of
They
peace.
nah. Like, we gonna get you locked up. I ain't on that aspect though, cause you be handling it, you be sitting there chilling, them little trolling their ass off. I was like,
Yeah,
nah,
that's why they
we
be
good.
mad. It don't bother me. Mm-mm. Oh my God. Damn. This dog. Oh my God. Not the light. Not the light. Oh my God. Thank God my nails glow in the dark so I can see. I'm using it because I'm broadcasting. I'm not. Oh my God. Come on, little puppy. Okay. Damn. The puppy is crying because she want to get in the bed with me. But this type of puppy is very, like, they have separation anxiety and all that. So I'm trying to break her from having to be up under me all the time, crying like that. Not the rest of her life.
Hell yeah. They do that shit, man. Even pigs do that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she only
That's
8
what type
weeks,
of
so she a baby.
that couple called personality.
Especially with they being so young.
Mm-hmm. I had me a pit, man. I raised him. He was like as big as my hand because the owner of the dog, they had like fleas. Like,
Now she pulling the
my
cord.
pet was no bigger than the palm of my hand, man. Like he tried to go everywhere. That little thing tear shit apart. Trying to get close. I'm like,
Mm-mm-mm.
oh, what? Homie though.
So, do you be playing a game and stuff?
Man, I don't play. I play sports games, yo.
Mm. And you in Atlanta, right?
I'm in Virginia. I'm East
Um.
Atlanta, bro.
Okay.
I'm in the sports. Yeah, I'm a jock,
How
and
is it in
so
Virginia?
I'm a jock.
How is it? How is it in Virginia? Is it like a city or a town?
I live in a little small town outside of Richmond. It's shit quiet out here.
So is Virginia like a country type of living?
Where I live there, yeah.
Even in
You
the
got
city, is it?
cities too, like Richmond, 757 different too.
Mm.
Like one woman in Richmond, it happened 2 nights ago.
Mm-mm.
Some dude put her out of her house, drove her.
And then what? Mm. Wow. Don't they be I'm sorry, I'm using some Reese cups. Don't they be having them white girls and stuff and people like them girls stuff drugs up their vagina coming back and forth to Virginia and Detroit? For real.
I was all I do is smoke weed though. I couldn't say
Mm.
weed
I
legal
thought
out
that's
here.
what like the everybody got their hood and stuff like that, but I thought Virginia hood was known for like girls be trafficking drugs
They do.
a lot in
Man, yeah,
Virginia.
they do. They do. They do. They do it for their man real quick. That's been a thing out here. Like niggas set up little shops at women houses and shit, all that bullshit. But
Mm-hmm.
women be on pills. Like, the pill popping thing been a problem in the inner
Yeah,
cities in Virginia for
and got
shit
them
been on.
pills too.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. So is a lot of moms. Is there a lot of moms abandoning kids out there?
Man, listen, that's how I raised that child by myself for 5 years that was on mine. The mother had a pill addiction problem, and she was more focused on her pill addiction than she was our child. So I ended up raising the child for 5 years.
Mm.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
So how did you find out the child wasn't yours?
The actual father hit me up and told me it was about. Man, listen, she told me when I was pregnant, what the truth was. She told me that she knew the child was mine, and she didn't want to have nothing to do with me. So she told you that the child was yours. I was like, shit. Man, he told me he was like, that child got a vitamin D deficiency, and that's the reason why she won't gain in weight like the average child. And I was like, for the longest, I was like, this child ain't gaining no weight, man. Like, you know, I don't get it. Because most of the babies in my family been healthy. You know what I'm saying? Healthy babies growing up. So he told me that shit. I was like, oh, he ain't lying. I didn't take a DNA test.
You said you didn't take a DNA test?
That's when he told me that I had to. I was like, yo, he ain't lying.
Mm.
He was right. But she got mad because I didn't want to continue to take care of the child. I was like, man, listen, you did that to that man because you didn't want that man to be in his child's life. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And that's his child. I'm gonna let him be. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna let him be a father to his child. That's what he spent 5 years looking for me for. Like that's on your hand. Why you chose to take me from? I gave the child back to her mother.
Come on. Come on. Mm-mm-mm. See, that's why I don't
I
mind
don't
no
know.
DNA. I don't mind no DNA test. That's the first thing God make them feel real comfortable. I do not mind no
Yeah,
DNA.
man. She's me and my mom. She was like, yeah. That's one thing I'll never do is lie to someone about who my child father is and lie right to our face. Right there, lie right to our face. I was like, damn.
Mm. I'm sorry. Do you still keep in contact with the dog? I'm not the dog. I'm sorry, the child. I got the dog right here.
No, I gave the child back to the mom. Well, I was like, that's it, man. I couldn't be around the mother. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a nice guy, but I ain't always nice. I can't be around her. I ain't never put my hands on.
That's a good thing. That take a lot of strength and patience.
Oh, it did. Oh, it was a couple nights in there where I was gonna take a ride to Richmond, but I didn't do it. I sat on Facebook. I talked all kinds of shit. I vented. I ruined some relationships. Like I was horrible to date at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like one girl I ran her to her husband.
Not to her husband.
She said right on my bed in tears, she was like, Cornelius, I love you, but you don't love me. And I was like, I can't. Like I was an emotional wreck. I was like, I can't. I was like, and you're a good woman, and I don't want to fuck you up. So I can't sit here and allow you to do that to yourself. And she told me, she was like, listen, that's a guy. This is actually Chris Brown's second cousin. See, the second was first cousin. That was interested in her. He was trying to get to know her. I was like, man, I grew up with that dude. He's a good dude. He comes from a good family. Like, go ahead and date him and get married. Started dating. Got married. You know what I'm saying? Together, they had one little rocky patch in their relationship. She hit me up. She was like, man, I'm about to leave this dude. I was like, the fuck, what's going on, man? She told me, she was like, she had issues not really with them, but with his family. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that plays a
And
big part.
like she kind of felt like they was trying to make him choose, and they won't give her respect for the most part, but they was trying to, make it a wedge between them and her. And I was like, yeah, they like that family like very close and very protective. I know them. That would be definitely their type. I was like, I got you. I got off the phone with her and I hit him up.
Mm.
I was like, bro, I gotta holler. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
not
Like,
hit him up.
yeah, she didn't want me to, but I hit him up anyway. I was like, I'll holler at you. I told him, I was like, listen, like, talk to your old lady, man. She told me what was what. I was like, I just wanted to holler at you and let you know, man. Like, check it. It's the situation you in. Like, your own lady got kids. That's your family. You're the protector of that family. You're the king of that family. Your family outside. That's your people.
Yeah.
Outside that, your parents and shit. I know how close y'all are, but when it comes to your wife and her kids, you got to protect them.
Right.
Even if that is protecting them against your family, because you're the man of that house. And you have to establish that role of dominance because you want your wife questioning as to whether she can look at you as her protector overall. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, right. He was like, right. I was like, yeah, you could. I was like, what's the fix? But you're gonna have to talk to your family in order to fix it. It was like that. She called me the next day. She was like, you talked to him, did you? I was like, yeah. She was like, I know because at some point he came to me and said he's sorry. I was like,
Mm.
She was like, yeah. Like,
Okay. At least he did that.
but man, they every time they see me, they be like, man, listen, we ain't do nothing. We can't do nothing but appreciate you. I was like,
No.
yo, it's like I grew up with this dude. Yo, we good people. Like I mean that. Y'all stick together. She good people. We good people. I like to see black men black. Like that's where I was raised from. Stick that shit through.
Yes, they are busy. Get up.
I was up at that point though, man. I was emotional wreck at that point. Tell me she was like, look, I have a baby. I don't want no baby now. Like, I'm gonna have a baby for you.
You played it smart. I was like, mm. Hold up on the children.
Yeah. I got God kids. I got a few God kids. That's it. I got a goddaughter. I got two goddaughters. Godson.
Oh, okay.
My God here somewhere. I gotta give him some money. I'm like, listen, if you don't see me, just know when I catch you, I'm gonna give you some money. All right, gotcha.
Oh,
I catch you, I might throw it $300-400 like that.
that's so sweet.
Like, you not telling me something? I'm like, what you mean? I think she started to tell maybe my child or something. I'm like, no. She what a godfather supposed to do. Especially one that ain't pregnant. Like, what? I know.
Right. So sweet. You don't even have to do that. Just you being present for her to always
Yeah,
be able to come to you with conversation or and she in need is good too.
that definitely. She always knew she could do that. Cause I met her through her mom. Me and her mom was cool. We never dated. You know what I'm saying? We was just like real cool. Mom moved down here from New York. And this happened. She moved down here like right after I found out that child was mine and shit. So it was like me and her got real tight, you know. And her daughter, at that time, her daughter was like 12, 13. You know what I'm saying? She was being a little kid, doing little thing. I kept
Mm-hmm.
telling her she had this little thing she was fucking with. I kept telling her, like, listen, don't you get pregnant, man. Get pregnant. But you gotta go to school, you got college to look forward to, you get
Stop
your
trying to bite my
grades.
face.
Don't get pregnant. She ended up getting pregnant at 16. She
Mm.
had the baby before she graduated. I told her my mom, I was like, I'm cool with your baby daddy. I'm cool with you. I'm cool with your mom. Like, would you like for me to be the godfather? She was like, okay, bet. I was like, all right, bet. Got you. I told her, I was like, I'm not going to be around all the time, man. Because I live my own damn life.
Right.
But what I will do is look. So, I run it about once a year. I'll hit her up. I'll send about $300-400.
Aw, that's sweet. That's so sweet.
When she get it, she be so thankful for her to get it.
What's your name? Cornelius.
Yeah.
See, I was listening. I'm a good listener. People think I talk a lot. I listen too.
Oh, you cool, man. You cool with me. We ain't never had no issue with you, man. You seem like you very respectful. In comparison to a lot of women on this app, I'm pretty sure some of them are setting the window since you've been sitting here.
Right.
Like, they don't know how to respect people, man. Like, they respect it. Like, but they demand that you give them respect.
They probably gonna put a caption on YouTube, Angelic New Boo on Bigo. They weird.
Man, listen, they'll put something somewhere if you stick in that box.
Yeah, they weird.
I know. Pumpkin was over here. They did that shit. Pastor group. It was like, look, Pumpkin trying to get a new man and shit. It was like, y'all
Mm-mm-mm.
niggas weird.
They crazy. Oh, stop biting me. But yeah, I have fun talking to you. I love coming by, talking to you, chilling. I stayed a little longer this time. It was a vibe.
Appreciate it. Coming back more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You see, it's like the little honeycomb hangout spot here. They only peek through the window over here. They don't come in here and talk shit.
Right.
Like, the trolls be like, this nigga like kicking the clock. We'll go.
Period. As you should. All right. Talk to you later.
All right, beautiful. Yeah.
This dog is bad as hell.
Hey, Tiffany.
Ouch.